welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I am Shelly, and if you've already been here, as always, thank you guys so much for supporting my channel by clicking on this video, and welcome back. Now in today's video, we're going to be doing this makeup look, but we're also going to be chatting. I'm going to comment on some things that have been happening in the media lately, and we're going to do this makeup look, and I'm going to show you guys my outfit, my fragrance, my accessories, all of the things. So if you are interested and want to see how I achieve this look, as well as have a little bit of girl chat, just keep on watching. Ooh, let me pull myself together. Oh my god, I look so luxe. I feel like with the silk robe and the earrings. And hold on, let me plug my little tree back up. I have my cute little Christmas tree over here. It's sitting on my desk. I felt like it would add a little bit of a festive look to the background, or not necessarily the background because it's like right here. But anyway, sometime last week I went to Sephora and I picked up quite a few new products and I want to use them today. So let's go ahead and get into it. First, I want to start with, what am I going to start with? Oh, primer. You guys always ask me why I don't use primer. Because I do my skincare before I do my makeup, I just never really saw the need for primer, or I don't really see the need for primer. I mean, I use it from time to time for the sake of some videos, I guess. I've never really seen much of a difference from when I don't use it versus when I do. Do I need to clean my camera off? I feel like I should. As I was saying, I don't necessarily see the difference between when I use primer versus when I don't use it. So that's the reason why I sometimes will skip that step. But today we're gonna use it. So I'm using the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. And I'm mainly just gonna focus this in my T-zone area and the areas that I tend to get the most oily. So we're gonna start with foundation. This one is a new one for me. Every time a product is overhyped, I'm like, they hype up everything. So nothing really made me wanna buy it, but I was like, you know what? I keep seeing it everywhere. Everyone keeps talking about this foundation. So I figured I would give it a shot. This is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Perfect Glow Flawless Foundation. And I'm using the shade 11. But before I add the foundation, I kind of want to contour first. So I'm going to use this Black Opal foundation stick in the shade Black Walnut. Now I will add the foundation. So I just applied it to the back of my hand. Warm it up a little bit. If you notice me looking over here, it's because my mirror is right there. Because there's no room for me to sit it right here in front of me. So I'm gonna blend the foundation. If you've been following me for a while, then you know I don't really follow any tea pages. I spoke about this in a video a little over a year ago. I guess I don't really care to keep up with the drama in people's lives, and I just feel like it started to consume me. I used to be on the shade room daily, in the comments daily, and it just did absolutely nothing for me. It just, honestly, it distracted me. So I stopped following those pages. I still follow one, but I never ever see their posts on my timeline, so maybe I should just unfollow them. So I don't really follow tea pages. However, I got on Snapchat the other day, and you know how Snapchat will have like these this little articles and stuff like that will pop up. So that's what happened. I'm gonna blend my contour. But yeah, so that's what happened. So I ended up coming across an article about Tristan Thompson and Chloe K. When I tell you, okay, so I wasn't surprised at all. I was not surprised, because how could you be? You know what I mean? This man has been making a complete fool out of her for, it's been years now, I believe. So I wasn't the least bit surprised. So when I saw the article, I was like, wait, is this true? You know, I'm like, wow. I'm not shocked. Again, like I said, I'm not shocked, but I'm like, wow, is this true? Because I didn't even know that they had even gotten back together. That's how out of the loop I have been. I didn't even know they got back together, and I was like, girl, why would you take him back? Like, He's showed you so many times that he's a dog. Why'd you take him? Okay. Y'all, it's me completely forgetting that it's wintertime and that this is no longer my contour shade. So let me add some concealer. So I'm gonna use, this isn't even concealer, this is the Eye Brightener by Fenty. I really wanted to try this because I need something for my no makeup days. So I wanted to try this one out. This is in the shade Almond Butter 12. And I really like this applicator. It reminds me of my eye cream. It's very gentle on the under eye area. So this isn't necessarily supposed to act as a concealer. It's supposed to be, I guess what it says it is, an eye brightener. So there's that. Let me blend that. Just blend that out. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm just like, why'd you take him back, sis? When somebody shows you who they are in the beginning, you have to believe them. It's like the old saying goes, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. This is literally what that saying means. He already showed you who he was. From jump, he already showed you who he was. And I feel like even though she said that she didn't know that he was in a relationship, when she started dealing with him, she said she didn't know that he was in a relationship with his baby mama at the time, or his fiance at the time. She didn't know he was in a relationship. That's a red flag. First of all, listen, let me tell you guys, just from experience, when someone has a baby on the way, I know that there are different, you know, situations and not everyone's situation is the same, but I'm gonna tell you something. For me, a red flag when someone has a baby on the way and they're trying to get with me, because I feel like this, either you were just very irresponsible, and that goes for both parties, and you guys had like a one-night stand or whatever the case is, you got someone pregnant, whatever. That's irresponsible to me, because 9 times out of 10 you slept with them unprotected, knowing that you could have potentially impregnated them. Now you have a baby on the way with someone that you weren't in a relationship with, and it's just, that's a lot. It's super messy. So for me, red flag when someone has a baby on the way and they're trying to get at me. Red flag. The first red flag in Chloe's situation, Tristan was with his fiance at the time when she originally met him. He was with his fiance, or supposedly they broke up, but she was pregnant, I believe, right? Was she pregnant or something? She was, I don't remember. I don't know these folks like that, or I don't know them at all, honestly. But what I do know is for him to be trying to get at someone else while he has a baby on the way with his fiance or ex-fiance, it's like, red flag. Like, I don't know, the red flags, the flags, they're there, the signs, everything, it's there. So I just feel like that was it. That was her sign right there. But of course she overlooked it. I'm gonna apply a highlight shade. This one is the Benefit concealer. I haven't used this in a long time. This is the Boing concealer, the Cakeless concealer by Benefit in the shade number 9. I'm just gonna use this to highlight. If I forget to say something that I'm using, I will have it listed in the description box down below, but I'm going to try to do my best to tell you guys everything that I'm using today. As I was saying, the red flags were there, and she chose to overlook them. The thing is, I can understand, because I've been in situations, you guys, I have been in situations where all signs pointed to no, and I still chose to go be dumb. I'm not necessarily blaming her, because I understand that in these cases, things are just, it's like situational. You just never know a person's situation and what ended up happening or whatever the case is. But I'm just gonna say, for me, the fact that he had a baby on the way with his ex-fiance, or they had just had their son, I don't know, but that was a red flag. I mean, I just feel like, come on now. When it happened the first time, you no longer trusted him. So I don't understand why people continue in situations with people that they don't trust. If you don't trust the person that you're with, please do yourself and them a favor and leave it alone. Dead it. Dead the whole situation. Just dead it. Dead the relationship, situationship, whatever, dead it. It's not worth your sanity. It's not worth your peace of mind. It's not worth it. When I no longer trust the person that I'm with, I have to end it. I'm not someone who can even handle being cheated on, just in general. I can't handle being cheated on. So I have to exit stage left. You can be the best girlfriend, the best wife, the best husband, whatever, boyfriend, whatever. If the person that's just what they want to do. If they want to cheat, it has absolutely nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them. If a person chooses to cheat on you, that's not your problem. I think people like to make excuses for people cheating on them. Like, oh, I wasn't this, I wasn't that. Like, they may feel like that. They may feel like you're not paying them enough attention, so they seek it elsewhere or whatever. But that's not a you thing necessarily. I feel like that's more of a them thing. Like, how many times does this man have to show you that he's a cheater before you believe that he's a cheater? And like I said, I didn't even know that she ended up getting back with him for real after, what did he do? Wasn't it the Jordan situation? That, which was a whole mess. Okay, that was a whole mess. She was doing all that, pointing the finger, blaming Jordan, and girl, just accept the fact that your man is a dog. Sometimes people be so in denial, they want to shift the blame onto other people. Hold the person accountable who, and I'm not saying that Jordan was a saint in the situation, but I ain't going against my good sis for one of those, I'm just saying. But you have to hold people accountable. He cheated on you while you were pregnant. He did the same thing to you that he did to the last girl. For some reason, you thought you were different. It's not a you thing, it's a him thing. This is who he is. How many times does a person have to show you before you believe them? I'm speaking on a situation like this from experience. I have been in situations, child. Let me just say, this is exactly why I feel the way that I feel about dating someone who has children, or I'll say small children. I know I have a child, but listen, there's no drama coming from me. But I have been through baby mama drama. I've dealt with that in a few relationships. And when I tell you, it's just not worth it. It is not worth it. Listen, if you have a kid who is under the age of, I'm gonna say, I'm at the age now where under the age of 10, and I'm in a relationship right now, so I'm not even really speaking about right now, but I'm just saying, you never know. If you have a child that is under the age of 10, I'm good. I'm good. I've been in a situation where, oh, we're not together. We haven't been together in years. Only to find out that y'all still messing around on the low. And when I tell you, my situation was kind of crazy because both of them were being fake in my face. So you'll have both parties saying, oh no, we're not together. We don't deal with each other. I don't want her. I don't want him. And then they turn around and have another baby. Child. I'm using the Chanel powder, but I only have a sample of it because I got it from the Chanel counter, and I'm using 30 natural, but I got it from the Chanel counter at Nordstrom, and they didn't have it in stock. They only had like the tester. So they ended up giving me a sample of it, and I actually really like it. So now I have to figure out where I can get it from. Anyway, I'm using that to set underneath my eyes. That whole situation with Chloe and Tristan, my cousin called me last night. Honestly, she should be a blogger because she be knowing all the tea about what's going on. I don't be knowing nothing, y'all. People will ask me, oh, did you see it? No, I did not. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I didn't want to see it. I didn't care. I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, my cousin, she called me last night. And she's like, did you see that Chloe or Tristan is having a baby? Like, girl, we be talking about this stuff like we know them personally. But yeah, she's like, Tristan's having another baby. And I'm like, Tristan who? Thinking it's somebody that I know the whole time. This child is talking about Tristan Thompson. It's a pattern, honestly, with those type of men. The signs were there. She chose to ignore them. I'm just using this to kind of go around my face, and I really like this powder. Face is sitting. Most of the products that I'm using today are high-end. I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder in the shade 4. Oh, and I learned this trick I'm gonna show you guys in a second about contouring your nose. I'm gonna bronze my face. I'm using the MAC Studio Fix setting powder in the shade NW50. And I've been loving using this to bronze. I just like the finish. It looks so good. My face looks really, really good. I'm here for it. Okay, let me show you guys this trick that someone, I don't know who I was watching. To contour your nose, they said to use your setting powder. So like the powder that you would use to set your face. So I'm gonna use this Charlotte Tilbury powder, which is the powder that I use to set all over my face. And I'm going to use this to set my contour, my nose contour. I forgot, who was I watching? If you guys know who did this, comment down below, because I can't remember who I was watching who did this, and I was like, wow, that's smart, and it looks super harsh when you use the bronzer shade. Oh, I'm using up all of my Chanel powder. It's only a sample. Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna go back on the side of my nose with this, with my beauty blender, and I just put it on the back of my hand, and I rub it around a little bit like that. This powder is so buttery, but I'm gonna be honest, it's like $50 for this. So don't sleep on getting samples, okay? Go get some samples, get it for free. If you want to try out makeup, get samples. I don't know why a lot of people didn't know that you could do that, but you can go up to the makeup counter and request samples on nearly everything. So I'm gonna take this powder and go on the side of my nose. And when I do this, it just makes my face look more. For my brows, I'm using this Fenty Brow MVP Sculpting Brow Wax. It has the wax on one side, and then there's like a brush on the other side. I probably should have did this before I did my face, but okay, whatever. So I'm just gonna rub that wax through my brows. Definitely use this before you do your face, because then you'll just rub off the makeup that you already had there. All right, so then I'm gonna take the brush and I'm just gonna brush my brow hairs upward. This is another product that's really good for a no makeup day. If you have full brows, obviously. If you have brows like me, girl, may the force be with us all. Now I'm gonna fill them in. I'm using the Huda Beauty Brow Pencil in the shade Black Brown. I'm excited about this. I got the Patrick Ta She's That Girl blush. I heard this one was super popular. I think one of you guys told me to get this one, or I don't know if it was this one, but you told me to try out Patrick Ta's blush, and this is the one that they had that I was most attracted to. So I'm gonna use that today. There's like a cream here. I'm not gonna use the cream. I'm just gonna use the powder. I love using a cream blush and then applying a powder on top, or a powder blush on top. So that's the reason why I got this one, but I heard his blushes were beautiful, and I do love this one. Love the way that looks. I'm gonna apply it on the apples of my cheeks because I'm also going to bring it over my nose, but I love the way it gives my face like that lifted look when I bring my blush upward. for my nose. I'm gonna apply highlight. I'm using Golden Flower Crown by Wet n Wild. Alright, I'm gonna do a little bit of eyeshadow. So I'm gonna apply some concealer to my lid and blend that out. I'm gonna use this e.l.f. palette that I got from Revolution or Makeup Revolution in PR, and I've been dying to use this palette or these palettes. I felt like this was very fitting for the holiday season. So there are 4 different ones. I'm trying to stay away from wanting to use this back palette, but you know what, I can't help myself. So I'm gonna use this one, and it does not have the shade names, so I will link this entire thing. If they have it like this, I'll link this entire thing down below. The color story is gorgeous. There are mattes, there are shimmers, browns, like bone colors, all the colors that I like to use on a regular basis. I'm not gonna do anything super precise today. I just want a little bit of something on my lid. So I'm gonna go into the brown shade and just gonna dust that along my crease and up into the head of my brow. Back to what I was saying earlier, I always get sidetracked when I try to chat and do my makeup. But back to what I was saying earlier about the Chloe and Tristan situation. I think sometimes in relationships you forget to give yourself grace. Just love on yourself the same way that you love on another person. I remember being in a relationship where I loved the other person way more than I loved myself. And I got lost in that relationship. I lost myself in that relationship. It's easier said than done, you know, to love yourself more than you love another person, because we feel like we are loving ourselves. But the truth is, when you allow someone to mistreat you, when you allow someone to hurt you continuously, make you cry, you're basically telling them that you are showing them that you don't know your own worth, your own value. When someone mistreats you, and it's easier said than done, I know, because I've been in situations where I have gotten played and I even stuck around for the second time to get played. So I understand that it happens, but most of the time when someone is constantly mistreating you, it doesn't get better. It only gets worse. So choose yourself. If you're in a situation and you feel like you are constantly hurt, you're sad, you're crying, you're upset, you're bitter, you're mad, you're angry, you're just someone that you don't want to be, you have to let that person go. One thing that I think a lot of people do not realize is that we become the people that we surround ourselves with. If you see yourself being someone that you don't recognize and it's not for your benefit, it's not for your greater good, I don't know, call me crazy, but you should probably leave that situation alone. 9 times out of 10, what's happening in a lot of relationships, and what I see happening in a lot of relationships, and I know this term is overused, but the gaslighting is at an all-time high. I've been in situations where a person will literally hunt me down, try to court me, and finally get me to a vulnerable place where I'm open with them and whatever, just for them to completely shit on me. Like, you could have left me where I was at. You know what I mean? Like, in an ideal situation, in a perfect world, we would love for broken people to just leave us the hell alone and let us continue living our lives and going on our merry way. But that's not how it happens. In today's world, a lot of people, actually not even just today's world, this has happened over the years, but a lot of the times what happens is people go so hard to get you and they end up playing you. And it's like, you could have just left me alone. I think in Chloe's situation, she really just wanted to be in a relationship with the person that she had her child by. And I understand that, but this is the thing. When you learn how to be alone, when you learn yourself and love yourself and enjoy your own company, you don't mind being alone. And a lot of people, they seek out other people to fill a void. People who genuinely love themselves, they don't mind being alone. It has absolutely nothing to do with being antisocial, but a lot of people just enjoy their own company. I used to be someone where I hated being home alone. Now ask me how much I love it. I love it. I enjoy my own company. And the more that I have learn to love myself. And I've been doing this on my journey on YouTube. If you guys have been watching me and watching my vlogs, you've probably picked up on it. When I first started my channel, or when I first started putting out content versus now, I'm a completely different person. Before, I was very timid. My insecurities were worn on my sleeves, and now I'm just like, it is what it is. I mean, I have my days, don't get me wrong, but the more I'm learning myself, I'm learning what I do like, I'm learning what I don't like, what I won't tolerate. It's a journey. You have to be willing to go on the journey. Some people don't want to go on the journey. They're afraid of being alone. And it's like, there's a such thing as being alone, but not lonely. When I need time alone, I need that time, because I need to recharge my social battery. Things don't always work out as we want them to or expect them to. And baby girl, you have to choose you over all of this shit. I remember when I was in a relationship, I have fallen so hard for this person. When the relationship was over, I didn't know what to do. I couldn't even leave the house, and it's not fun. It is not a fun place to be in, trust me. But okay, so I'm gonna put this eyeshadow. It's like a cream colored eyeshadow. I'm gonna put that on my lid. And I'm using a fluffy brush because I don't want the color to be super opaque. I just want it to appear like I have something on my lid, and that looks really pretty. I kind of want to line my lower lash line with a brown. It's only 1:46. I'm gonna try to edit this and have this up by tomorrow. I'm gonna use the Makeup by Mario Master Pigment Pro Pencil in the Perfect Brown, and I'm gonna line my waterline. I'm also going to apply that to my top lash line, just the outer part. I'm going to use the brush at the other end, just smudge it out. Oh, that's so pretty. It looks so classy. I'm gonna use the Lancome Grandiose mascara. I'm using the KKW Beauty Nude 3 liner. So I just filled in my lips a little bit. I've been loving this little combo. This is the Fenty Gloss Bomb Cream in the shade Peach Pout. And I'm gonna put that in the center. I'm gonna set my face. I'm using the Milk Hydro Grip. Okay, let me show you guys my outfit, and we'll come back with the finished look and close out the video. So give me 1 second. All right, so here's the final look. Please disregard my background. I haven't cleaned up my mess yet, but I just wanted to show you guys what I'm wearing. So I have on this dress from, let me get the name of it and I will link it, but they actually sent it to me along with this necklace, and the necklace says more self-love, I think. Yes, more self-love. So it has like a slit on the side for my thick ass thighs to be able to breathe even though it's freezing outside. And then these boots are from Zara. I just really wanted to wear these boots, so yeah, wearing them. And then sunglasses are from Amazon, and I just have on my Louis Vuitton bag, but I don't know if I'm gonna wear this bag for real. I just don't have any other dark brown bag. Rings are H&M, earrings Walmart. This is the look. I just really love that this dress is a mock neck dress and it's long sleeve. They sent it to me in a size medium. Definitely could have went for a large just because I'm bottom heavy. So yeah, but I really love the way that this whole look came together. I was thinking about putting on my brown Gucci shades, but I feel like that's too much brown. I like the pop of color here. Anyway, here's the look. Let's get back to the video. We're gonna add some perfume. I'm using the Versace Crystal Noir. It's like halfway gone because I used to wear it a lot a few years back. It's definitely more of a winter fall scent. That brings us to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the post notifications so you don't miss any of my future uploads. I love reading you guys' suggestions and your commentary on my videos, so be sure to fill up the comment section. Thank you guys so much for all of your support on my channel, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye! Time to go run some errands.